Next thing I'd like to talk about is power of a quotient. So to find the power of a quotient, you need to find the power of the numerator and of the power of the denominator. I've given you a couple of examples. So here we have the quotients 3 divided by 5 raised to the fourth power. Well, this fourth power has power over both the numerator and the denominator. So it'll end up as 3 to the fourth power over 5 to the fourth power. Represented here algebraically with variables. So here is our quotient of r divided by t raised to the fifth power. And as we said before, the power has power over both the numerator and the denominator. Let's work a couple of examples of this so you can get an idea of how it works. So our first example that we'll take a look at is 3x to the fourth power divided by 4. So when we're going to take care of this, if we want to think of it and break it down, that is 3 to the 1 times 3 power, and it's x to the 4 times 3 power, and it would be 4 to the 1 times 3 power. That's just distributing that power across everything inside those parentheses. Well, when we take a look at that, that's going to be 3 to the 1 times 3, so that's 3 to the third. That's x to the 4 times 3, which is x to the 12th. All of that divided by 4 to the 1 times 3, which would be 4 to the third power. We can go ahead and simplify that one step further. Well, 3 to the third power is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. So we have 27 x to the 12th, and 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. That's in simplest form. So if we simplify that all the way, we're down to 27 x to the 12th power over 64, or divided by 64. Okay, let's take a look at this second example that we have here. Basically the same thing. We're going to raise 2y to the second power divided by 3z to the third power. We're going to raise that to the second power. So let's take a look at what this is really saying. So it's 2 to the first power times 2. It's y to the second power times 2. In the denominator, we will have 3 to the 1 times 2 power, and z to the 3 times 2 power. When we go ahead and simplify that, we have 2 to the second power, y to the fourth power, divided by 3 to the second power, and z to the sixth power. We can go ahead and simplify those constants a little bit further. So 2 to the second power is 4, so that's 4y to the fourth power, and 3 to the second power is 9, so we have 9z to the sixth power. Okay. I hope that kind of gives you a better understanding of powers of quotients, and if you have any questions, be sure to ask those during class.